Today, I'm going to be breaking down Vinicius Juniors' dribbling style in detail so you can also improve your game. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to do in 1v1 situations on the pitch and how to approach different scenarios. Vinny is a right-footed winger who normally plays on the left. He had 127 progressive dribbles last season, which is one of the highest in Europe. So you're definitely learning from the best. We'll start with how does Vinny dribble in tight spaces. Here's an example of Vinny dribbling in the box with quick small touches, and once he creates an opening, he bursts into the space. The key to dribbling in tight spaces is doing quick touches on the ball, keeping it close so you can change direction when the defender lunges in. When you are surrounded by defenders, don't think about doing too many fancy skills. Be efficient with fast, small touches and look for space. Always be moving to keep the defenders guessing. Here's another example. Notice there's 3 defenders in front of Vinny. If you're ever in this situation, don't panic or think about 10 different skills to do. Just look for small space to run into, but knock the ball quickly so it catches the defender off guard. He takes a few more small touches into space and manages to get a shot off. Let's look at it one more time. Notice how he gives the defender the impression he's going in a certain direction, but moves the opposite way. Having good close control and composure is key to dribbling in tight spaces like Vinny. If you want to improve your close control, you need to do ball work drills. Practice moving through cones and different drills that focus on agility and moving in tight spaces. The most important thing is be intentional when you train. For example, let's say you can move through one cone drill perfectly in 20 seconds. Make your goal in the next training session to do it at a faster time. This is how you get the most out of your training, by tracking your progress and setting goals. How does Vinny dribble on the wing? When analyzing his gameplay, we want to focus on the type of dribbling that brings him 80% of his success when beating a defender. Vinny is a skillful player and does some incredible things with the ball, and being able to do flashy skills is definitely a bonus. But we want to focus on the skills that you can easily do and train. The top dribblers, like Messi and Hazard, hardly did flashy skills, but they had the highest dribbling success rate in Europe. So this proves that you don't need to be a flashy player to be successful at beating defenders. We'll start by analyzing this clip. Vinny is deep in his half about to approach the opposition. I'll play the clip first and then break down how he beat the man in slow motion afterwards. Vinny slowly approaches the defender, slows down for a split second, knocks the ball into space, and bursts past the defender. The reason why he was able to beat the defender so easily is because of his quick pace. The ability to alternate your speed from slow to fast will throw defenders off balance, and you're able to beat them fairly easily. Notice how much space Vinny has to run into. You need to have the situational awareness to recognize when it's the right time to actually pull off this skill, because you don't want to give away the ball unnecessarily if the area you knock the ball into is crowded. There are 3 main skills that Vinny uses on the wing: the step over, the cut, and the body feint. Let's use this clip to illustrate how he uses these skills effectively. Vinny approaches the defender with pace and does one simple step over into space. He chops in with his left, slowing down momentum, and then when the defender tries to lunge in again, he cuts in with his right, completely beating his man. The cut is a great skill to help you change direction quickly and throw defenders off balance. Here's another example. Vinny runs down the wing and does a small body feint to shift the momentum of the defender. He runs a few steps and cuts in with the outside of his foot, giving him enough space to put in a dangerous pass. This stop-start movement makes it so hard for defenders to mark you. See how simple I've narrowed it down for you. All you need to do is master these 3 basic skills in your training. Practice doing them on your own, and more importantly, against real opponents, so you get a feel for when you should do certain skills and when you shouldn't. The worst thing to experience in a game is when you get the ball, but you don't know what to do with it. Make these skills instinctual, and that will only happen after tons of practice. Another thing you want to improve is your first touch. Vini used to get criticism a lot in the beginning of his Madrid career because of his poor first touch and decision-making, but he worked hard on these areas of his game and improved a lot. If you have a good first touch, you don't even need to rely on too many skills. One really good first touch into space is all you need, and then your pace will do the rest of the work for you. So now you know how Vini dribbles in tight spaces and the most common skills he uses, but what does Vini do in situations where he gets the ball and he's stationary? We'll analyze this clip. Notice how Vini does a body feint as the defender is approaching. One of the best skills you can do in a stationary position is the body feint because it serves two purposes. Number one, it knocks the defender off balance, and number two, it can cause the defender to overextend. And once you see the defender is reaching for the ball, that's the perfect time to hit the ball into the space you created and accelerate away. Confidence is another thing to consider in Vini's game. Even when he gets tackled and loses the ball after a failed dribble attempt, Vini does not let that deter him from trying again. And this is what makes him such a dangerous player. He is very forward-thinking. Besides skill, you also have to have the right mentality to be a good player. Don't let a failed dribble attempt influence your confidence. You are more likely to beat a defender if you approach him with confidence. If you think the better option is to pass, do that. You don't have to dribble every time you get the ball, but if you want to be a key player on your team like Vini, then you have to be prepared to be a dangerous player when the opportunity arises on the field. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more breakdowns. See you on the next one.